Somebody, yeah, that's my Maserati going ham. No salami, that's your chick. If I like it, then I'm straight. Boat garden in a club. Where the bottles at.
What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your favorite YouTuber, PlayBoi. Back again with another video, guys. And today we're going to be doing the top 5 specialists, in my opinion. Of course, guys, anytime we start these videos, I want to let you know, yes, this is not hard facts. This is just your boy's opinion on who I think are the top 5 specialists. And of course, this is going to be in hardcore, basically like kill confirm, team deathmatch, things like that. If you want to see one on like objective modes, let your boy know down in the comments, and I'll make sure that I make that happen for you guys, because of course, you know, your boy is always on top of the videos. And of course, guys, if you are new to this channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also that like button. It helps very much. And guys, also, I want to make sure that we make this happen. Put in the comments #NotiGang, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video, guys. I haven't been seeing it, even though I've been soliciting a shout out to you guys. Do you think it's not that important? Anyways, besides that, guys, I want to get into the video. So again, this is the top 5 specialists in hardcore on like game modes like kill confirm, team deathmatch, things like that. So getting into it, guys, at number 5 we got Ruin. Ruin, guys, is a great character to have. His biggest thing for him though is his grapple gun. The grapple gun makes the map a lot shorter, because you can get through the map a lot quicker with the grapple gun and get in areas where normally it would take you a lot longer to maneuver around the map to get to that spot. So this is great when getting closer to enemy quicker, or like I said, getting out of danger. So now, of course, his second thing that he has is the gravity slam. The gravity slam, I will honestly tell you guys, most of the time I don't use it because it gets me killed when I go to use it. However, in this game, you will see that I actually got a couple kills with it. So it was kind of cool since I was recording the game footage for this video. But normally, guys, it gets me killed, so I normally don't use it. So with that being said, that's why he falls at number 5, guys. Mainly use them for mobility and getting across the map quicker and getting in spots that are going to be a little bit harder to get to. So that's why I chose Ruin at number 5. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. And at number 4, we have Battery. So Battery is my number 4 choice because honestly, guys, she can be devastating in hardcore kill confirm or team deathmatch. And her special equipment is going to be the cluster grenade. The cluster grenade she can throw, it will stick to a surface and then explode and then have many more explosions. So you can easily get into an area where an enemy is held up and then blow them up. Or do like I did here, where I just stuck it in front of the person and then they went into a small room and blew them up. Honestly, I did that because I thought there was someone else sitting in there. So that's why I decided to do it. It is, like I said, effective at clearing out rooms or any hard area point. So she would also be a good one for any kind of like, you know, area domination type match. Okay, so anyways, as far as her second special equipment is the War Machine. The War Machine is a devastating weapon that she can use. She pulls it out and starts launching grenades that actually bounce off walls or pretty much anything, unless it's a direct contact to like a person. So this weapon, again, is good for clearing out areas. So ultimately, as her name says, she is a demolition expert. So she can clear out rooms, areas, it doesn't matter. She's there to help you out, get it taken care of, take over the area, and hey, what else can you say? She's a badass. So anyways, definitely she's a perfect candidate for my number 4 top specialist in hardcore kill confirm or team deathmatch. So again, if you guys do agree, make sure you leave that in the comments, or if you disagree, make sure you also leave that in the comments. Anyway, moving on, guys. And at number 3, guys, I'm gonna bring to you one of my favorites is Nomad. Nomad is my number 3 top specialist when it comes to hardcore kill confirm or team deathmatch, because he can put up in the back area, like right after you spawn, or in an area where it's highly populated to where enemy might run through. He can put up his first special weapon, which is the mesh mine. Mesh mines are great for like I said, keeping someone out of a certain area. You know, you blow them up enough times in that area, they're gonna, first of all, they're gonna start looking for that equipment, or they're just going to stop running through that area. That is one of the bad things about Nomad's equipment, is if you have engineer, they can see your equipment, and so they're usually going to blow it up. You kind of want to put it anywhere to where it's not suspicious to the enemy can see it. So if they don't have engineer, they'll walk right into it. Now the way you use the mesh mine is you have to stick it in one area, and then you can stretch it as long as there's a connecting nothing in the way of your mesh mines, and you can connect it, and it makes like a trip mine. So anyone that runs through that, it'll hit it and it'll trigger and it'll blow up on them. Now you can also use the little red laser that comes out the top. If someone runs into it, they will also die. So you can put it in small areas and you can just use one. You don't have to connect two. So anyways, that's it for his first special equipment. And for his second special equipment, which is also called the weapon, is the K9 unit. This dog can be a serious pain in your butt. Now they did recently just nerf it, so it is a little bit weaker than it was, but it can still go around and do a lot of damage. Now there's two ways you can actually use your dog. You can have them stay near you, or you can have them run around in a certain area. You do this by, on PlayStation, hitting L1 and R1. It changes the dog's mode. Now this dog will go and actually kill people for you, so it's like an extra score streak, so you will say. But if someone catches it on a long straightaway, it's not really that hard to kill the dog. So you want to make sure you're using, if you're going to use Nomad, use them in areas where there's tight, confined areas, so your dog can run around and get kills. Now there are little tricks and things like that you can use against a dog, but ultimately, it's like I said, it's a free score streak, really. I mean, that's what these little extra equipment special abilities are for these characters. So I thought it was cool that Treyarch brought this back into the game and allowed us to have this. So anyways, the dog is mean, guys. It is your best friend. Dog is man's best friend. So you can have a whole lot of fun with this K9 unit. Anyways, guys, moving on to the next specialist. At number 2, we have Crash. Crash is a great support character for your team, man, and it's really nice to have him because it's also one of those like farming score streak type characters. So everything that you do is a support, so anything that your team grabs from you or gets from you, you get points from that. They assist in your score streaks, and you assist them in living longer and being able to get more into the battle. So the first equipment with Crash, his special equipment, is going to be the Assault Pack. The Assault Pack is a great weapon. You get it pretty fast, you drop it down, and your team is able to collect ammo from it. And if they kill someone with that ammo, or yourself, if you kill someone with that ammo that you got from the Assault Pack, you get an additional bonus towards your score streak. So it is very, like I said, useful when your team is starting to run out of ammo, and also when you're trying to get more closer to your score streaks. So that's why it is a good character for farming your score streaks. So when we think about also his second weapon, his special weapon, whatever you want to call it, it is the TAC 5. The TAC 5 allows you to heal your team up to an additional 50 points. So instead of having 150 points, you're up to 200 points for your health. So it allows your team to live a little bit longer and be able to stay in the battle a little bit longer. Especially with it being a longer time to kill, it makes it even longer once you apply this. And of course, depending on how many people are alive on your team, when you go to actually assess this special ability, then you get more points. So you want to make sure that all your teammates are alive when you go to do it. Now, since it's been created to 6 people versus 6 people, you can get a total of 125, because you get about 25 per person. So again, you can choose to use it however you want. You can throw these things down as quickly as possible once you get them to try to earn more points, or you can wait till you've already killed several people and you either need health or someone on your team needs health, and it will allow you to help get your score streak a lot faster. So this is why Crash is my number 2 character, because it's a lazy character. Honestly, guys, you don't have to do anything. You throw your stuff down, you heal your teammates, they are happy, you are happy. So, and it helps you with your score streaks. So if you're a person that has a hard time getting score streaks, this might be the person for you. Anyways, guys, now moving into the number 1 spot. Of course, at number 1 is your boy's favorite character, Torque. Torque, guys, is my favorite person, so I had to put him at number 1. I know many of you might not agree, and if you don't, again, guys, you know what to do. Put it in the comments. Let me know, first of all, what your top 5 is, so I can compare what our thoughts are, okay? Now, the reason why I picked Torque is because Torque can seem to be like somewhat of a camper, but you can use him in a whole different type of way, guys. And so anyways, like the reason I like him is because I can lay down his equipment and I can go and I can massacre everyone like I normally do, because you know your boy's a running gunner, so I do not use him as a camper. But you can. That's the thing about Torque. You can use him if you're a person that don't like to run a gun. You can use him to sit in a corner because of his equipment, guys. And so the first equipment that we're going to talk about, which is special issue, is the razor wire. The razor wire definitely helps to, like I said, not even to get kills, guys, but to stop someone from going in a certain area. So making them go where you want them to go. Now, again, the bad thing about this, guys, is if the enemy has an engineer on, they can actually see your equipment. And with barbed wire, it's easy to blow up. You can blow it up in one rocket. But a lot of times people either try to shoot at it or they just try to avoid it altogether. They'll go somewhere else. Now, if they do have the mask on, then of course it will lessen the impact of them being hurt by it. But guys, again, controlling the battlefield is going to be the #1 thing. And so cutting off someone's easy access to come around to the backside of you guys, or wherever they come from, you can put it there. And it'll slow them down. They'll either have to try to destroy it or they'll just pick a different route, guys, which typically either, like I said, I see someone shooting at it or they just try to find a different route. So that is why he is my #1 character. He's so versatile in the ways that you can use him. Anyways, getting into his second special weapon that he has, and that is, guys, the barricade. So the barricade, again, is a weapon where you disrupt the person's or the other team's ability to get to a certain area. Now, you can place this up and get behind it and use it as cover to shoot people. So again, that's where I was saying that it can be utilized as a camping tool, which I know a lot of us don't like, but it can be. Now, however, I found it more effective to plant this down in areas where people might go. So right outside of a spawn, where a heavy traveled area, that seems to always work really great as far as capturing people run into the heat wave, because this barricade is not just a barricade, but it has heat waves that come from it. So the barricade is not just a defense mechanism, but also an offensive mechanism. So that's what I more use it for. So I place it down and have the enemy run into it so that they can die by the heat wave. And of course, since it is hardcore, everyone dies a lot quicker, so it takes a lot less for them to be to have to take them to kill. Now, again, it can be seen with engineer. So typically what you'll see is people try to blow it up. So they'll use rockets on it, and it will take 2 to 3 rockets before it is destroyed, or someone has to sit there and, you know, dump 2 or 3 mags into it. So it just depends. Now, if Battery uses her grenades or her grenade launcher, it can destroy it a lot quicker. So it just depends on what the match is doing, guys. So depending on who you're playing with, what the match looks like. So, you know, and that's how I use it. Now, you might use it completely different. Like I said, it depends on what playstyle you have. But anyways, that is why Torque is my #1 specialist, guys, when it comes to hardcore kill confirm or team deathmatch. Only for the fact of the way that I use him. So anyways, guys, you know what to do, guys. Whatever your comments are, make sure you leave them down in the comment section so your boy can read them and respond. If you haven't already noticed, I respond to every comment pretty much. It just depends on what's being said. So, but for the most part, almost every comment gets some kind of, you know, response to it, so that you know that your boy's reading them and that I'm paying attention, guys. So tell me what your top 5 is in the comments, why you thought those were your top 5, or why'd you pick those top 5, and what you thought about my top 5 list. If you agree or disagree, whatever the comments may seem, put those down there and your boy will respond. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Again, I do apologize that it's taken a couple of days for me to get this one out. Your boy was sick, so of course if you hear my voice and it sounds different, it's because your boy has been sick and I'm still dealing with it. But that's no excuse. Your boy still needs to get the content out, and so that's what we're doing, guys. Anyways, without further ado, That's it for your boy PlayBoi. Till the next video. Peace.
Here, let me break it down. Yeah, I'm gonna make it now. Give me some time and you'll see me up on stage somehow. I'm working every day, I'm working hella late. I'm working cause it's worth it. Once you make it, then you play. I'm never slowing down.